I've spent years and a lot of time in analytics of the channels with millions and millions of subscribers. That would be my clients and every creator I work with. And actually the thing that really shocked me was the number of subscribers and how YouTube actually pays everyone very different. You may have the same channels, okay, the same niche, the same views, and everyone will be paid different. Some creators may be doing, I don't know, 50k a month, and some people may be doing $300 a month. This is the actual thing that scares the most out of, I don't know, every creator on this platform. And I actually am very lucky because I had the chance to work with creators that have millions of subscribers, that have big analytics with, I don't know, big spreadsheets and so on. And we always analyze everything that we do. Why? Because this is the real answer. There is one little thing that changes everything in your revenue. The thing is that everything that you see and everything that you read online is about, I don't know, the content and so on. I have to tell you firstly that it has nothing to do with your content. Of course, some niches are paid better than others, that's really obvious. It is obvious that, I don't know, at videos about finance, about economics and so on, there is a type of people that will be looking, that really care about money and so on, and that have money. You see, the thing is that a lot of creators are obsessed with the wrong number. It is not about subscribers, it is not about the views, it is not about likes. None of this will pay your rent. This is not the main thing that actually matters in the analytics. And you will be really shocked when you will finish this video and you will understand which is the real thing that gets your revenue so down. Okay, maybe I can tell you from the beginning that the little secret is about the RPM. This is the little thing that actually puts money in your bank account and that you actually don't care that much. So let's start from the beginning. RPM. RPM is the metric that actually matters. This is the revenue per mile. And for those who don't understand this, it is how much YouTube pays you for 1000 views, okay? Today I'm going to break down why RPM varies so much from channel to channel, what actually controls it, and of course, and this is the part that nobody tells you about, how you can actually mastermind this and how you can make your RPM bigger and bigger. And of course, I want you to do all of these things without changing your niche, without, I don't know, posting fake results, without posting any crap that you see online from gurus and so on. And the most important part, which is really valuable, without making something that you hate. You have to do every time in life something that you like. You have to do what you love. You have to do everything but just what you like, okay? More views equals more money. It doesn't, or maybe it does, but in certain positions. Why? The views are not the only metric that actually matters in terms of YouTube analytics. I want to give you an example without actually giving you real names because I have certain NDAs behind. We can take this example. It is an example that I work with. There is a travel vlogger, okay? It has beautiful shots, millions and millions of views, but the RPM is really low. I don't know, let's say something like $4. They will make, I don't know, per video 100,000 views. That equals $400 per video. That may sound really good, but you know, everyone that does travel content and so on actually pays the bills from this, you know? And you have to understand that it is a real business. So we have our revenue, from which we will take out our, I don't know, spendings, and then we will have our profit. It is a really simple math. So after we take out the flights, hotels, gear, editing of course, you will understand the fact that they will start losing money. Now let's take the second example. You will have a finance creator, okay? Somebody that talks about, I don't know, investing. There are fewer views, of course, because there are not so many people interested in this. It is not viral. It is just a person talking to the camera about money. And it is about the experience behind that person, what, I don't know, he or she got in life. So let's say a basic RPM for finance would be $28. And a simple example would be that, I don't know, a basic video that pops in on your feed would have something around 20, 30, I don't know, 40k, okay? So we'll have a total of $840. It is a real good amount of money without traveling, without spending so much on gear, because you can film with your iPhone or with a really cheap camera like this one. There are no costs, as I said, nothing to pay beside the editor and so on, and the revenue would be doubled. So this is the basic example of talking about the same platform but different rules for each channel. Okay, you may say that these niches are very different, but this is a basic example, and I want you to understand that there are levels of investing, but our finance creator got more money. Why? Because the RPM is bigger. And actually the question is, how do I get more views, okay? So from this example you can understand that the question isn't about how do I get more views. The question is, why is YouTube paying two different persons such a wildly different paycheck? As I said, same platform, same algorithm, same rules, but the money is really different, and you have to understand this aspect. So I will make you a favor and give you the answer of this question, and I will break it down in 3 different layers. The first one everyone knows, the second one almost anybody talks about it, and the third one is the one that actually matters and actually changed the way from which I see, I don't know, content creation and revenue from content. So as I told you, there are 3 layers of control of how much YouTube actually pays you. The first one we will call the niche tax. YouTube actually doesn't pay you, advertisers pay you. And actually YouTube gives you a cut from that money. You will get a big part, 55%, but the thing is that advertisers don't pay you the same for each audience. And I want to explain you why advertisers don't pay the same price for every audience. Let's take another example, because I really think that you could understand this really easy with this type of examples. So let's say that you're an insurance company and your customer is worth $10,000, willing to bid really high. The second example is that you're a mobile game from App Store, I don't know, Google Play, and the customer is worth $2. It is pretty obvious that the willing to bid is really low. And this is why the, I don't know, finance channels or economics channels will get a bigger RPM. Channels like gaming channels will get a smaller RPM, because it is about how much advertisers are willing to pay to reach your specific audience. This is some sort of example that I've built with my knowledge, I don't know, from my analytics that I've made with my clients. So I don't know, finance, insurance, real estate have an RPM, I don't know, between $20 and $50, let's say, maybe even more in specific channels. Business, B2B and consulting would be 15 to 30, something like that. There is the travel and the lifestyle, I don't know, niche, which could actually get, I don't know, from 3 to 8 per 1000 views, which would be a really low type of RPM. Gaming and entertainment would be some of the lowest, 1 to 5, and vlogs and daily content the same, 1 to 3. Now actually most people can hear this and think, so actually I need to start a finance channel. No, this is the wrong takeaway, because every time in life when you will start doing something for money, you will fail. Of course, because you will not make it with your heart. And this is the soft explanation. There's a second layer that matters way more, and you will understand why this type of niches will make more money. And actually it gives you a lot of control in terms of your content and RPM. The second layer, as I told you, is about audience geography. I'm really happy to talk about this because it is a really interesting topic, and I spent a lot of time analyzing a lot of channels before understanding why it actually matters. If you don't understand, audience geography is where your audience actually lives, and this changes everything. It is a bit unfair, I have to tell you from the beginning, but advertisers will pay you different depending on where you live. So the thing is that it comes again with the same example, same video but different paycheck. So actually now we'll refer a bit about the CPM, which is calculated by the viewer's location, as I told you. The same rule, same video but different paycheck. So we will talk about United States first, which will have something between $10 to $15. United Kingdom, something about $7 or $8 to $12. Germany, a country from Europe, $6 to $10. Southeast Asia, $0.50. India, less than $0.50. So actually there's the brutal math. If you make the exact same video in the exact niche with the same quality, but one version will reach the US and the other will reach a non-US audience, the US audience would make something to 15 to 20 more money than the non-US audience. Same video, same niche, same quality, keep this in mind. And actually you have to understand that it is not about being American, it is about being watched by Americans, or I don't know, reaching Americans. If you make the same video, the same niche, the same quality as I told you, you will get a different paycheck depending if you're watched or if you're reaching Americans or not. And this is actually why, I don't know, language matters so much. English content is targeting UK and US, of course, Canada or Australia, And this is why automatically it plays in the highest paying and ad markets in the world. And of course, I will repeat, it is not about being American, it is just about reaching the Americans. And before going on to the final answer of this video, let's take a look back. So we'll have the layer 1, the niche. You will have which you can actually or partially control. You will have layer 2, the geography, which you can actually control, taking into consideration the language that you speak into your videos. But there is the third layer that most creators have never heard of. Nothing to do with your niche, nothing to do with your audience or location or anything like that. And a few years ago, when I finally actually understood it, it blew my mind. It changed everything about my clients, about how I do analytics and so on. The retention. And the retention, you have to understand that it is the multiplier of the RPM that nobody actually talks about. Retention actually doesn't give you more views. It changes how much you are paid for each view. And I know a lot of times you've actually heard about retention matters from, I don't know, a lot of people from the internet. Every YouTube guru actually talks about it, but they actually talk about it in terms of getting more and more views. I want you to understand the fact that retention may at some point give you more views, but we're talking now about revenue. Retention actually gives you a better and a bigger revenue. Of course, it is not the biggest factor. I do consider the fact that retention actually determines how much money you make per view. Okay, so here is my retrospection or understanding of this. YouTube will place ads at a specific point of your video, right? And mid-rolls every few minutes if your video is more than 10 minutes. And of course, post-roll at the end. But here's the actual thing. An ad impression only counts if the viewer is still watching when the ad will roll. Of course, it is obvious. And if 17% of your audience will drop off at -3 and your mid-roll is at -4, the ad will never get seen. And of course, you will never get paid because the advertiser didn't get to promote his product or I don't know in your video because your retention is too small. So we'll take back the examples that we talked about at the beginning of the video. We'll take the same 10-minute video, the same niche, the same CPM. Let's compare 40% retention with 65% retention. Your viewer watches 4 minutes and you will get 2 ads, $1,000 per 100 videos. Versus the second example with the 65% retention, which is actually a really good type of example. The viewer watches 6.5 minutes, will see 3 ads and you will get $3,000 per 100,000 views. And actually the thing is that this compounds. Over 100,000 views, the difference in retention doesn't mean just a few extra bucks. It is about making $1,000 or $3,000. And this is the main reason why actually I'm obsessed with retention and actually analyze this as much as I can when working with my clients, because they will get more revenue. And in my type of business, if they get more revenue, I get more money. There is one basic formula that I give you in this video, and I give it for free, okay? 3 layers, 1 formula. Niche, baseline RPM, geography, ad market multiplier, retention, ad impression per view. And actually, this builds up your really nice RPM. You have to understand that every YouTuber that you will see will make more money, not because they are working harder, but because they are smarter. They are engineering every layer. They will start layer by layer, okay? We will find a good niche, we will find a good I don't know, demographic or geographic point. So we will talk in English, we will, I don't know, post for US hours, set our base camp of our YouTube channel in USA, and work on their retention. Good hooks, a really good video, and so on. And this is the real answer why we are not performing on YouTube or why your clients are not performing on YouTube.